feeling myself. Ain't no chance I'm coming down, no. Got a soul view to myself, yeah. Why would I give it up? Why do they wanna come take my place? I work too hard for it, don't need a replacement. This my vocation, now I got rollies all in rotation. Hop on a jet just to take a vacation. Remember the moments was trapped in the basement. Now the hard work is all taking me places. Water all bad like we trapped in the matrix. Bet on myself and go ball out in Vegas. Living a life like I'm rich and I'm famous. Don't see the grind that I know that it came with. I ain't make it this far for myself, I had to prove to everybody else, I had to set them straight, I had to boss, I had to renovate. I know they hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. Yeah, they hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate.
They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. Burn live, y'all. Marijuanically keeping y'all connected. Hashtagging these red eyes, changing the view with iRed, keeping under age smoking on social media, definitely killing myself. For your entertainment, sitting here with friends and family. Well, sitting here by myself. With friends and family, starting a cannabisation. Welcome to another Burn Live show, y'all. I don't know how long tonight is gonna go. I am not gonna lie to you. And I am over here looking. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. So, okay, just wanted to make sure I had to do a little quick mic check real quick. No, I ain't done a mic check in a while. Just to see how we sound up in here. Okay, cool. It sounds pretty good. Shout out to Rumble. Shout out to Bookface. Shout out to YouTube, Twitch, all the platforms I go live on. Appreciate y'all stopping through, stopping by. That camera looks horrible. It really do. See if we can fix it. It looked like we need a wipe down. If you're watching the show live right now, wherever you're from, please put in the comments if we need a wipe down. I highly appreciate it. you know me over here, we do talk about news and things that are going on. That's what we do talk about. We bees up in here. Shout out to everybody that's up in here. There's only one page that don't pop, but it pops like so late, and that's my cannabis conservative page. I do upload news and things that are going on, especially in the marijuana industry, since this is a marijuana page. I do share that. But then when I go live, I do talk about politics and everything that goes on. I do sometimes have a panel that we sit up here and have good conversations. I think it's beautiful. I think it's one of the most magnificent things that we can do is to come together as a organization and discuss things that truly matter. Now, this breaking news that just happened, I'm not sure, but it just came across my timeline. So I had to find the story. This is on the East Freeway, a miracle. You never know what happens until it happens, but let's get into this story so we can see what happened. We can talk and break it down and discuss. Let's get into it.
Freeway. Two small children here in diapers wandering around the wreckage of a violent rollover crash.
Unbelievable images there. ABC 13's Jessica Willie spoke to the man who shot this video. And while, Jess, you, Eric, and I are all parents, I have a baby in diapers as we speak, so this really just rattles my heart, really. How are those babies doing tonight?
Erica, we are still waiting for an update on their condition. So tonight, all we know is that they remain hospitalized here in the medical center. The two children, ages 1 and 4, and their father were rushed here after the crash. The sheriff's office says their father has been released tonight. And while this all may have been just an accident, he could face charges.
It's shocking to see that.
The unbelievable aftermath of a crash on I-10. Two young children wearing only diapers sitting in the middle of crash debris.
The dad was running towards
They are stirring here, but initially Victor Cordova,
I saw the little kids laying on the ground.
Feared the worst.
I thought they were actually they passed away. I thought they were dead.
It was Sunday evening around 7 o'clock on the East Freeway near Beltway 8. Victor was driving home. Traffic had slowed and then parted, incredibly missing the children. Harris County Sheriff's deputies responded to the two-car crash, the impact flipping the Jeep the children were in and then sending them flying. Their father, 25 years old, according to the sheriff's office, running back to them, Victor was relieved.
Saw them kind of getting up and moving and trying to get up. I felt a little bit better as far as that, but I knew there was still some injuries.
The sheriff's office tells ABC 13 the investigation is not complete, but the father could face criminal charges for not restraining his children.
Crawl out of the Jeep.
That is why Victor, a father himself, shared his video.
For parents and for everybody, even if it's a short distance, to awareness of make sure you secure your kids properly.
And his thoughts are with this family.
Prayers to them to make sure they get well.
Jessica Willie, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Wow. It's crazy. You know, you get in a car accident, you really don't know what's going to happen. You really don't know what type of atmosphere that you're going to be in. To see that them kids like this was really, I guess it's alarming.
Feared the worst.
I thought they were actually.
I do believe that's alarming. You never know what type of person is riding on the next to you. People talk about what's the most dangerous thing to do: driving, catching a bus, train, or plane. And I think we had a discussion with, I think it was 95210 a couple of days ago, and where he was talking about flying cars. Now imagine that this is a highway and a car crash came out the sky. And I was talking about that. Now we're talking about more reality of something on the ground happening, and you seeing a tragedy and you seeing people record it. This is a prime example why for one, we don't need flying cars. Two, putting seatbelts on kids when you're driving on the interstate or going anywhere is definitely highly important. You see the importance of putting on the seatbelts and stuff like that. You really never know what is going to happen to you or to your loved ones. So I always sit up here and try to protect everybody and make sure they're okay, make sure they're safe, make sure they're going down the right path. Now, how many of y'all out there really be driving in these cars and really be moving? Let me give a special shout out to Rumble, real quick. Let me give a special shout out to Rumble and shout out to Nay. We had a discussion, a very good discussion early this morning. I was so busy uploading and recording and doing stuff, and we had a good discussion about women rights and why do I believe in Trump support. And I seen some of his people came over here to Rumble to subscribe to my channel. I highly appreciate it. But yet again, that discussion that we had this morning about why do black people don't believe in Kamala Harris and the things she's doing, or the VP, because the VP disrespected veterans by saying that he did something he truly did. Yet again, I'm with Nay when I say stuff like that doesn't matter. But the speech that he's going out telling civilians to mind your own business. I mean, this is one of his slogans. He's telling us to mind his own business, but then he turns right around and he used to have a snitch line, like they say. He doesn't like snitching. I don't like snitching, but yet again, this is what you're doing. I'm stuck in the middle, because yet again, if you're gonna snitch, you're gonna snitch all the way around. So therefore, if he snitch about COVID, what is he gonna snitch about people that's voting, that didn't vote for him? Oh, you didn't vote for me, I'm gonna lock you up. And I feel sad for people in Minnesota who reportedly think that he's not a good candidate. He had the whole state on lockdown during COVID. Everybody have their reason and their suggestions to believe what happened to Colton benefits them or don't benefit them. I have my opinions. I think COVID was the most dumbest things like that. It really broke up me and my family at the time. It really did. I'm just being honest with you. It really broke up me and my family at the time. So therefore, I am against a lot of rules and regulations that happened back then. And you can't default me on stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Is everybody had their preference, everybody been through something. So therefore, a lot of people have a different input. And a lot of people want to say, like, okay, Kamala, Kamala, I heard you sending out donations to everybody. Why would Kamala be sending out donations to everybody if Bidenomics is working? You know, you would think Bidenomics was working. You wouldn't have to call and ask everybody be donating. Like, hey, girl, you did such a good job with this Bidenomics. Do it again. I mean, I would think. I could be wrong. But yet again, ladies and gentlemen, if Bidenomics or Harrisonomics, if it was going to work, you would kind of think, Harrisonomics. If you out here working, I shouldn't have to donate. I would have been automatically donating. You shouldn't have to call me because I believe in what you're saying. So, see what CNN got to say about this. You know they got something. To say. Oops.
Very angry at her. I think I'm entitled to personal attacks. I don't have a lot of respect for her. I don't have a lot of respect for her intelligence. And I think she'll be a terrible president. Whether the personal attacks are good, bad, I mean, she certainly attacks me personally. She actually called me weird. He's weird. It was just a soundbite. And she called JD and I weird. She's weird in her policy. Some people say, oh, why don't you be nice? But they're not nice to me. They want to put me in prison.
Well, of course, that.
You ever think about that part? Why all these people talking about, oh, you got to be nice. Can't talk bad about Kamala. You can't talk bad about this person. You can't say this about that. But he made a valid point right there. They're not being nice to Trump. They're trying to lock him up. Have Trump really did something bad towards a politician to where they were like, you know what? He did something to me. I'm going to go ahead and talk bad about him. Have y'all really seen this type of movement going? Can y'all really say like, yeah, this is really popping, and it matters to where it matters to me? And if y'all can say that it doesn't matter to you, then okay, it doesn't matter to you. But if you was that person like Trump getting attacked by social media about Kamala calling me weird, and weird is a name, so that's technically name calling. You may not want to admit that it's name calling, but ladies and gentlemen, that's a name. That's name calling. I mean, childish name call, vulgar name call, however you want to put it, however you want to look at it, still name calling. And so therefore, yeah, y'all expect Trump to turn the other cheek, but we know how Trump runs his campaign. Why all of a sudden y'all want somebody who made majority of the world, or majority of the world believe in him the way he ran his campaign? But Democrats like, gotta change his attitude. We don't like his attitude. Let's go a little deeper.
That's a baseless claim there. It was quite a sharp contrast, more than 200 miles away, where we saw President Biden and Vice President Harris today, their first joint event since Biden ended his campaign, though there was some name calling there.
Today, we take the next step, thank you, Joe, forward in our fight.
The guy we're running against, what's his name? Donald Dump or Donald whatever. Let me tell you what our Project 2025 is. Beat the hell out of them.
Let's discuss with some of our top political minds tonight. Van, I want to start with you.
Donald Duck, Donald Trump. So I guarantee that none of this panel is going to say, oh, he didn't name call him. He just made fun of his name. So when Kamala or Pocahontas, as he used to call him, that was just name poking. Like, you shouldn't be too mad because you was getting recognitions at the time. Or am I lying?
You heard the former president bringing up Harris, calling him weird, and using that as one of the reasons he's, quote, entitled to launch personal attacks against her. What is your response to that?
I feel like Donald Trump failed kindergarten. I mean, he just sounded like a little kid, just petulant. And you can imagine an actual adult trying to explain to him that just because someone calls you a name doesn't mean you have to call them a name. I mean, it literally, this is the guy that wants to be the leader of the free world. We have every problem that you can think of on planet Earth, and he's going to spend his time talking.
Whoa. I like the part where he just said, we have every problem on planet Earth that's happening in America, but yet again, you don't want to blame the Biden administration, who's been in office for 4 years, for the corruption. You'll blame it on Trump administration, like, oh yeah, we're still going through this because of Trump administration. Okay. You see what I'm saying? I'm glad that we can discuss this and pause this and break this down so people get to really see, like, what did you mean by that? What do you mean by we have all these problems in the world and Trump sounds like a kindergarten, but yet again, he states facts. But yet again, people like Nay on his delusional, oh, I believe the world is round, I believe in gravity. Go look at the top of a tree and it'll tell you the fact that the world is round. The most ridiculous, dumbest, retarded, stupidest things, quotes I have ever heard from a man that's in Florida who can't get nothing straight, can't get his Bitcoin right, can't get his dropping frames and stuff right. But yet again, I love Nay. I like watching the show. I like watching his content. But some things that come out of his mouth, I'll be like, and he wonder why his audience don't answer him, because they be like, Nay, you know what? I'm not even going to get you amped up and you get the cussing, because when you get the cussing, then I really don't like the content because I can't understand nothing that you're saying. So let's go back to this. Trump is saying that, yo, in the politician world, for you old heads, and y'all know better, you know his name called, you know his low blows getting pulled. So let's not change the game in 2024 for the simple fact that there's a woman running. Like, a woman has never, ever ran for presidency. And I think that's another thing that be sticking in the back of my mind that it keeps coming forward to me, is that, yo, other women of color has actually tried to run for presidency. It has happened. So let's not sit up here and act like it hasn't.
About why it's great for him to be a petulant kid. He's melting down. This is not going well for him.
All right, so let's talk a little bit more about that. I want to bring you in, Doug. Since Harris entered the race, she's really seized the spotlight. Trump today is clearly trying to wrest back that spotlight with these news conferences. He even used a table full of groceries as props today to illustrate inflation. You have to wonder what his allies, who have been begging him to stay on message, what they thought of how today went.
I think probably mixed signals. And part of that is when we heard what the setup was with the groceries, okay, we know what the framework is going to be. Then can Donald Trump stay in the framework? We don't know, and we always sort of learn. He veers in and out of the lanes.
So, you, ladies and gentlemen, shall I rewind this and let's go back over this? If I'm not mistaken, everything on that table, look, I just do this back and forth. Everything on this table used to cost you around $150 off your food stamps, $150 out of your paycheck, and this would last you about a month and a half. Depends on how you eat, how many kids you got, or whatever. But stuff like this used to run you like 120, 125, 150. I'm in the ballpark, or do like Nate does and fact check me and then tell me if I'm wrong. Please. I like Rumble now. See, I'm gonna start calling Rumble the fact check gang. Cause now I got Nate that I literally want to go fact check. He want to go ask Google, like Google has all the information. Like Google is not propagandally ran by the Democratic Party and sponsored by Democrats, so therefore it's gonna make sure that any Democratic statistics looks good. You're not really going into who looked this up and where you're getting your information from. 80% of my black people that are felonies that wonder what a black job is. I'm just throwing that out there, black job people. But let's
with the groceries, okay, we know what the framework is going to be. Then can Donald Trump stay in the framework? We don't know, and we always sort of learn. He veers in and out of the lanes. But it's so important for the Trump campaign to stay on this message and that their direction was the right one, just they can't depend on their candidate. And I say that because Trump was in North Carolina yesterday. Kamala Harris is going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina tomorrow. So focus on what people there are focused on. And so whether you're buying a blue cup at he's not here in Chapel Hill, or a chopped pork plate at Stevenson's in Willow Springs, or a ribeye steak at the Angus Barn in Raleigh. What do those three landmark places North Carolina have in common? The prices have gone up massively in those since Joe Biden became president. And that's the Biden-Harris record. That's what you need to talk about. And that's true in all of those states if Trump can stay on message and do that. JD can sort of stay on message. It's his past record and statements that come into play there. But you have the lane here of where voters are telling you, this is what's important to me. I wake up in the morning and I don't know if I can provide for my family because everything is more expensive. Hit that and hit that constantly. That's her record as much of it as it is Joe Biden's.
What do you think about that?
I mean, it's striking how hard it is for Trump to stay, to get out of his own way. And we don't need to conjecture whether he can do it. We have enough time with Trump in the news to know that he can't. And, when I've been moderating focus groups for almost 30 years, I've never heard anybody say, I wish we have more candidates who feel entitled to make negative personal attacks. Like, it is the last thing that people want, because it sounds so, it doesn't even just sound, it is so self-focused and not focused on what people want, whether the issue is how people afford groceries or feel about the rate of inflation or anything else. People want to know that you're focused on them and bringing people together, not just really thinking about your own.
I see. This is the problem that kills me with stuff like this, y'all, is that they want us to filibuster to the people. I don't want my president to filibuster to me. I want him to keep it real and 100 to me and then let me know what it is. Do not fake it or do nothing weird, please. And I'm just keeping it real. Okay? Y'all may not see it like that, but I do. I'm going to let y'all play the rest of this. I got to take this phone call. Be right back.
grievances.
But let me just follow up with you, and Essie, I'm going to bring you in right after, because you hear Trump really attacking Harris when it comes to those rising prices and what consumers are feeling at the grocery store. You saw the table there with the groceries, and Trump is arguing Harris claims she's going to, on day one lower prices. Well, she's been part of this administration for the last 3.5 years. Is that effective messaging?
Well, it's certainly something that folks who want to support Trump would respond to more than him and his personal attacks, which people don't like. Even people who are voting for him don't like that he behaves that way. So there are people who want to talk about these issues. I think it's important also reflect on what's happening in the news about how the rate of inflation is slowing. I mean, that's something that is part of the dialogue. It's not just about the way Donald Trump talks about it, but all of that is getting overshadowed by what the headline is. I feel entitled to make personal attacks and rambling speech that people don't want to pay attention to, refusing to take questions from reporters because he's just focused on himself, doing a press conference outside.
He did take questions, though. We should know.
It took a while to get there because he wanted to, go through his
And on that
spiel.
note, though, he is clearly, as he trying to draw this contrast of, look, I'm up here, I'm giving a press conference. He did take questions at the end, maybe not as many as others would like, but he did, and he's trying to draw this contrast. Look what I'm doing. We're not even hearing from Kamala Harris. Her campaign says by the end of the month, she will be doing a sit-down interview. What do you think about that? Is that enough? And of course, tomorrow she is laying out her economic policy.
Well, he's creating a contrast, but not that one. I think he is looking sort of wildly, sloppily undisciplined, and Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are looking pretty organized, energetic, enthusiastic, and disciplined. I'm not surprised he feels entitled to personal attacks. He feels entitled to grab women by the genitalia. He feels entitled to fraud the state of New York. He feels entitled to lie about his own election. He feels entitled to take money from his own donors. That's not the surprising part. But it's not working. It would be one thing if it were working to his advantage, because we know he'll do anything. But it's not working. And in North Carolina, just last year, Trump was up on Biden by as much as 11 points. Now that margin has shrunk to 2. Now that Kamala Harris is in it, that's a state that is now winnable for Democrats. He has to know this isn't working. This is only helping her. And if he cares about any of that, if he cares about winning, he will get back on message. There's plenty of policy to go after. He's just choosing to do the cheap stunts instead.
And of course, this wouldn't be a Trump speech if he didn't include remarks on immigration. Let's listen to that.
Most of the job creation has gone to migrants. In fact, I've heard that substantially more than beyond the number of 100%. It's a much higher number than that, but the government hasn't caught up with that yet.
How do you make sense of that?
Well, you don't, except this is where you, again, and if you're Chris Lasavita.
No. How y'all gonna ask the smallest sibling? Small. Let's try to hear this one more time so maybe I can understand it, because it was so small I didn't get it.
Most of the job creation has gone to migrants. In fact, I've heard that substantially more than beyond the number of 100%. It's a much higher number than that, but the government hasn't caught up with that yet.
Talking about the actual immigrants getting jobs and states like New York passing laws for them to go get a job, like that is actually really happening. People can't sit up here and say that's not happening. You really can't. It sounds good for people to think like, oh man, that's not happening, but yes, it is happening. You think you finna sit up here and let immigrants stay around here and not get no job in, not work? We need them to work. Yo.
Am I on?
Yes, you are on.
What it do, baby?
What's up, man?
So what are you addressing?
I'm addressing that a lot of people, I don't know if you believe in the border crisis. You believe there's a lot of people coming over here illegally, taking up black people jobs?
Yeah. Not only that, they coming over here undocumented, committing murders, crime, all kind of stuff.
Okay, so the Democrats don't believe that. And Trump just made a speech earlier talking that 100% of the jobs in Democratic ran areas are getting taken by migrants. And I was just watching CNN up here real quick. This is what I was watching. And they were talking about, oh yeah, how Trump making a speech and it doesn't make sense. But he got a whole thing of groceries. Let's go back to the groceries, people. I love showing y'all the groceries.
Groceries.
Oh yeah, let me go back to it. Let me go back to that image. Let me go back to this image. You see this image right here? You remember that used to cost y'all like 120 last y'all maybe half a week, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. All this food, $120.
Right.
Now it's costing y'all $450, $475 for these same exact groceries in y'all stores. So Trump made a speech by that. A lot of people saying, oh, there's a lot of problems going on, but yet again, we don't want to point at the right administration that's blamed for this. I know a lot of people that has actually came to me, bro, said, man, yes, I was one of those ones that voted for Joe Biden. And no, I don't appreciate what he has done for this country. And I'm like, I told you, Mike, man, you didn't know this was going to happen, Capiche. You didn't know. How y'all did not know? Y'all know I've been a Trump supporter before Trump even got in office. I was talking about all of this. But yet again, I was wrong for telling y'all it's going to happen. Okay.
True. I was with you.
You was with. I remember how many discussions we used to have.
How many arguments we used to have.
Didn't your son used to get on my Trump killed 1,750
Look, I never was with Biden anyway. His son speaks for himself, his crooked ass.
You running the president of the United States. You running America, but your son out here getting high, leaving laptops all over the place.
Right. You can't even control your household. How can you run a country?
Right. So my question to you, if that laptop would have came out during the time before the election, you think that would have made a difference in people's votes?
No.
No. I like that answer.
Because let me not say we, but the Democrats.
A hood moment right now. We're gonna have a hood conversation. Soon as this other person comes, I got the two hoodest people that I know. One from St. Louis, one from Chicago. It's gonna go down with this discussion. I promise you. I promise you that. Now, I also been discussing, asking questions to people. Do you think Kamala's black? Do you think what policy do you think that she's going to come with and do to help us in America? Caveman thinks that she's only going to help women. What do you think she's going to do?
Who, Camilla?
Yeah.
I think she gonna push forward a lot of pro-women stuff, obviously, but her being the president, it's like a lot of this stuff won't work out because they all at odds at Congress. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of stuff Obama claimed to not get passed, that's who he blamed, Congress. But I feel like it's not gonna be a lot of pro-black stuff. You know what I'm saying? People think that because she's a black president, it's not gonna be nothing like that. I just think she's gonna be very pro-woman forwarded, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. So to bring up this image, I want you to look in the middle because there's this guy right here in the middle. Let me get off. It's her VP. So her VP, Tim Walz, is from Minnesota. If you don't know nothing about Tim Walz, let me break just 1% of what he did. And I was trying to explain to somebody this is why he's not a good candidate. Okay. He
What part of you?
Huh?
Go ahead, then I ask you.
Okay, so he's a Democratic woman, Kamala. He's from Minnesota. He got on stage the last 2 times or 3 times that he get on stage. His message to people is mind your own damn business. That is his slogan. Mind your own damn business, right? But during COVID, he picked up and he started a 1-800 snitch tell on you line if you was outside during COVID. And I was just telling him good on that. Him, I said, black folks don't like snitches. He said,
right.
Man, into it. I said, that's not race. That's just what the streets talk about. It's not about the color. You ask anybody that's hood in the streets, and they're gonna ask them, do they like snitches?
Right, snitching. People that don't like snitching don't have a color berry. That's everybody. That is everybody.
That's everybody. So then he admits that he doesn't like snitches either. So why would you vote for this dude if you know that he's gonna tell you mind your business but turn around and tell on you?
So
put the knife in his hands, like, hey man, I know you're gonna stab me in the back. Go ahead and do it in my front so I can see you do it.
I think Trump got it won already.
I think he got it won, but I still gotta watch these little things that's like this that's going on because a lot of people don't know that he had that in 2020. A lot of people don't know that he's out here talking about mind your business. Now, to a black person hearing mind your business, man, they're gonna love that. They're gonna run with it. Sounds good to them. Mind your business, stay out of my business. So to hear somebody say that, I just have to alarm my audience. I have to let you know so you can tell people there's a Tim Wallace fan. Oh man, you know the nigga had a 1-800 snitch line. You know he was Charleston White before Charleston. He's the white Charleston White. Like, stop playing with me. Now I'm gonna ask you the same thing. Do you like snitches? Depends on what they snitch on. Again, do you like snitches, yes or no? Okay, then. Yeah, I want to know how y'all gonna.
I'm just gonna keep it real. Hell no. Because if you a snitch on me. We supposed to be a team. Nah, I snitch on my. Nah, hey, you get away from me. I see. I can't go rob a bank until you. Hey, bro, you better not tell me. I'm gonna throw you a good 20 grand. I need to stash my bread at your house.
That's different. Now you put bribery into it. He's smart enough to say, you know what? I know this nigga gonna snitch, so let me shut him up. Here's 20 grand, man. Hey, guess what? I don't even know where it came from.
Hey, guess what? If you snitch on me, we both going down. You was accessory.
So yet again,
I know you're not.
But yet again, for those people that like, hey, the bitch, man, I just robbed 7-Eleven, nigga. I got all these Red Bulls. I'm not gonna give me one.
So you don't feel like he go get. So let me ask you this: who do you feel like the presidential race gonna come down to?
What's scary is, bro, is that it's gonna be close. If Trump wins, it's gonna be close. If Kamala Harris wins, it's gonna be a big ass margin that's not gonna make sense to somebody like me. And then I'm gonna have somebody like my boy Nay on Rumble. Shout out to my Rumble group that's up here watching. I see you got 6 up in there. Y'all gonna hit me up and say, "Oh man, it doesn't make sense to me because you're a flat earth theory. You don't know how to use your brain. You don't Google nothing." I'm like, okay, you might got a point there.
Hey, bro, I want to ask you something. Who you going for?
You for the streets?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Out of this election, I think I'm gonna vote for Trump. Let me give you my reasoning. Let me give you because.
Hey, I'm with it.
Because for one, like, it's gotta be some reason that they do not want him in office for one, and that just intrigues me with that. But he did way more, like, for the country than Obama and Biden. You know what I'm saying? He's a racist, but he cares about his country though, you know. And that brings me to the wall that he been talking about for so long.
How do you, okay, I don't mean to cut you off, but how do y'all feel about a racist man actually care about you? Somebody that's racist that don't like niggas, let them claim it. Actually care about your black ass.
Hey, guess what? I don't give a fuck. I don't care if he is racist. Like I said, you're gonna make America great again. I'm riding with you.
Right. It's like
Jesse Jackson's campaign back in 1984, 88, the 2 times that his black ass tried to run for president was all sponsored by Trump.
Who?
I played the video 2 weeks ago.
I was gonna say, do you expect me to say yeah or no? Because I saw the same thing you saw.
Just letting people know.
Oh, okay. But no, hey, I just want to throw this out there. It was just today. I went to go pick up little man from school. I saw this random dude, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, who you voting for?" He say, "Technically, I'm not voting." I'm like, "Okay, if you was to vote, who would you vote for?" He said, "Kamala." I said, "Why would you vote for Kamala?" He was like, "Because Trump trying to do this and that with the police." Guess what? I'd rather Trump give police this and that than have these immigrants coming across the border, taking our jobs, taking our money. Now we really upset and complaining. We have no jobs. We broke. That's gonna start a war.
I do feel like, not to cut you off, but that's something we really need to look into too, what he doing with the police forces and stuff, because it kind of sounds to me it's the beginning workings of martial law. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't been paying attention to a certain aspects of what he talking about, it has certain stipulations from martial law. And that's like the military patrolling the communities and stuff.
I remember a speech.
Guess what? I feel safer. No lie, no cap. Especially down here in the valley, I most definitely would feel safer.
A lot of people say that.
Chicago, Memphis. I can't say St. Louis because I ain't really stay in St. Louis so much. Atlanta, hell yeah, I feel safe. Guess what? My baby walked to school. I know that goddamn army guy standing on that corner. Look, I ain't got to get up in the morning.
With the 50 cal waiting on him, huh?
Oh, God. I feel so safe. I'll be doing backflips. I jaywalk, because you ain't gonna put a bullet in me. You shouldn't jaywalk. I shot you. Okay, that makes sense. I won't jaywalk no more. But I guarantee you, just
true.
Hold on, wait. You gotta think about it, bro. A lot of places like that really do this, that you really hear about kids getting kidnapped, old ladies and shit like that. Guess what? If you had the motherfucking army out there with a 50 cal, a motherfucking AR, a syndicate, you think you really think kids and grandmas and all these people that's getting kidnapped gonna get kidnapped?
You right.
I heard this is a special edition. I've been waiting for a long time.
Like, come on now. That's how I feel. That's how I look at it, because I'm not gonna lie. People ask me, why do I protect my son when it's time for him to go to school? Because I don't trust nobody down here. Too much go on. I'd rather walk him halfway, you walk the other half. But if we have military, look, big dog, you know your route to school. You know how to get there. You know where it's at.
Because it's sad to say, but it's always the innocent that gets, the butt end of the stick.
And I say something to both of y'all, and this is what makes
Hey, he say 308 in the automatic.
This is what shocks me about what I just learned compared to y'all mindset. Y'all mindset will survive way longer, way stronger in this society in any era. I'm talking about real shit, real talk, any era. I'm talking about 70s, 80s, 20s, 40s, and 50s. All of that. You see what I'm saying? Y'all mindset. Now, how I was raised on, go tell on a person that they hit you, all this softness is the reason why crime is so high, because we're not teaching our kids to protect ourselves. We're not teaching our kids to be outspoken if you're in a situation. That's why you know how I used to be until I started hanging around y'all, and they gravitated to me, and I learned so much to learn that, like, you know what, I can't be like this and survive in the hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he was a witness when a dude that's a nerd or not tough, when he actually start growing some balls and speaking up for himself, it's like all that stuff that's in the hood or all that negativity goes out the window. You look at society a lot different, and you want to control your destiny. So
my bad.
Go ahead.
No, I'm listening.
So I see that nowadays, I'm gonna let this conversation right here go forward. Y'all, I love bringing up Antoine's panel. I love it to death because these are other people that come on here that have different ideas. When I be able to get this panel on my show, which I got Caveman, I got Willie,
He look like Vader.
You don't sound like Vader.
Literally, there.
Before we go there, speaking of Vader, you know Vader would be disagreeing with probably everything. Thanks, Tim. Hey, Tim, keep them comments going. Go tell a friend and go tell a friend and go tell a friend. And we up in here, we doing it big. We marijuana talking about big business and big things going on. I am trying to put a sports section. I don't want to jump off the subject. I'm gonna go back. I don't want to change it, but sports is back. The WNBA was back today. I do really want to bring that up with y'all. I do really want to bring that up because my boy over here is a Chicago Sky fan, and what I seen today,
nothing negative.
Boy, they got.
We don't have to go outside and just throw them as a friendly.
Bring the camera out there.
That's
gonna go live.
Guess what? We gonna have hella viewers. Nah, for real, go on here. I'm gonna be alone now.
They got fans.
Or you a Chicago Sky fan because of the city of Chicago, or is it because of Angel Reese?
I'm not gonna lie. I go first because I'm a Sky fan because of Angel Reese. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I didn't wake up to watch that game like nobody else.
But Angel Reese, I ain't gonna lie. You wanna know something? At first, it was like, okay, I'm rocking with Scott because of the kind of Chicago, but once everybody got to talking negative about Angel Reese,
right,
my attention to it even more. Like, okay,
right. Hey, have y'all noticed though, like how the generations have changed? Like the old school women that was going to the WNBA. I love my women, no disrespect, but they look kind of rough. It's the era now. It's like all of them bad, every one of them.
Okay, let's talk about that. This is what they claim the reason why the WNBA wasn't doing it, because the WNBA was full of men women.
Right.
Nobody wants to see no woman that can. Don't do what I can do. Yeah, I know what I can do. You know.
Right.
Hey, I want to ask you something. I know this going on topic. When people say they're gonna vote for her for Kamala Harris. First time I actually said her name right. They say they voting for her for women's rights. What rights do you think they are trying to get?
The whatever rights we got, that's what it's about with them. They feel they are equal with us.
Okay, so now go ahead. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead.
And we know, that could never be possible. No disrespect to my females, I love y'all, but I'm just saying, like, it's just they so passionate about their rights because they feel we are treated them as they are inferior. You know what I'm saying?
But see, what made me ask you that because I'm really trying to see, like, what is it that y'all really fighting for? Because y'all free, y'all can vote, y'all can go shop, y'all can go do everything a man can do. Only thing a man can't do is deliver a fucking baby and dick.
True.
And then not even that. I watched the video earlier. What?
Hold 150 babies in their nuts.
So they want rights for it? So you telling me they want rights to hold babies in their? Yeah, I was looking for the right word, but I was going to say them nuts that they don't have.
So, but when you ask a girl, you need to grow your nuts, what do you say? Girl, you need to grow your tits. Girl, you need to grow your cooch. I know that's like inappropriate for women, but I'm just
I ain't gonna lie.
When you ask a girl, when you ask a female to step up,
look, he come on, dad. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together. 9, 2, 1, oh.
Yee. Thank you, Dad. Thank you.
Hey, you know what? I don't like that. I don't like how you just had a better intro than me.
Be like that sometimes.
I like the way he came in. Where you go? I like the way you came in with the. Hey, I'm gonna start coming in like that.
You know when Trump used to do this at the rally, they were saying he was doing the Nazi sign, so now he do this.
Yeah.
I'm back to this.
I'm gonna do this. I made the new intro. I want y'all to see it.
All right, good.
So I'm gonna play it real quick, and we're gonna get back into the.
Hey, if y'all catch me singing, I know I can't sing. I'm just enjoying it.
They hate when you elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. They hate when you elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Ain't no chance I'm coming down, no. Got this whole view to myself, yeah. Why would I give it up? Why do they wanna come take my place? I work too hard for it, don't need a replacement. It's my vocation, now I got rollies, all in rotation. Hop on a jet just to take a vacation. Remember the moments was trapped in the basement. Now the hard work is all taking me places. Water all bad like we trapped in the matrix. Bet on myself and go ball out in Vegas. Living a life like I'm rich and I'm famous. Don't see the grind that I know that it came with. I ain't make it this far for myself, yeah. I had to prove to everybody else, yeah. I had to set them straight, yeah. I had to boss, I had to renovate, I know. They hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah. I had to go delegate. They feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment. I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly. I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. They hate when you elevate.
Yeah.
I like it.
I ain't even done. I still didn't even put the effects and stuff into it. I just rushed that done because I was up all morning. Huh?
I like the concept, how you threw all of the guests on there. That was lit.
Yeah, man. When I start having more and more,
I was just finna say, don't trip.
I had to redo the intro because, like,
don't trip.
I gotta give props to y'all coming out here because y'all making this, y'all help this show grow to what it is today, and all the reporting. Now,
don't trip. We gonna have some more guests on. I'm just, I'm trying to work around their schedule. So y'all gonna see a few more people on here very soon. You know, we trying to extend our stuff, you know. So we most definitely gonna have new people up here. And I think you personally gonna like one of them.
Who, me?
And they white.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay, I like that. That's what's up.
I promise you, if I'm thinking correctly, you're gonna like them.
Why you say that?
But y'all
bro?
gonna debate on a lot of things.
I like to debate. Why?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if they can mess with me.
I don't know, but the way he talking, yeah.
Hey, on the next season, man, just let y'all know, man, I'm taking all challengers. Every challenger. I'm taking everybody. Tim Barker, yeah, I'm taking challengers.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you,
we work
Tim.
hard over here. We work hard over here.
Yes, sir.
Let me
Thank
send
you.
this other invite out to this one other person that might not join. I be trying to get people. I just like the ideology of all the different people. Coming in here doing their thug thizzle, having their own mindset. I am going to get into this conversation so we can pick some things out real quick. So let's get into it. Nice. Y'all know how the discussion goes.
There are people that are speaking out today. Specifically, for example, a man that was on death row over in San Francisco that she withheld evidence for, or she would not let him continue to test in order to prove his innocence.
wasn't her
In order to
position.
prove his
You're
innocence.
holding her accountable
In order to
for
prove his
not doing
innocence.
job duty.
And Gavin Newsom had to step in on her behalf and override her in order to ensure that the man wasn't executed.
All right, hold on, Jimmy. All right, hold on. Wait.
Right here, shoot me up.
Hold on,
Because
wait.
you
All right,
trying to
Anton, that's
put
one.
me on
That's
a
one.
on
What
something
about
that
everybody
happened.
else?
Hold on, Vic. Hold on.
I can speak on that. I can speak on more about her reputation.
In her
Okay, cool.
job description, she wasn't responsible.
I'm gonna let her
for that.
finish.
But
I'm gonna let her
because
finish.
She was in that position. What happened was not under her. That wasn't her responsibility.
It was under her. She was the district attorney of San Francisco at the time. 100%. And more importantly, there is evidence and a person's family member that was in charge of what was happening inside of the lab, which ultimately is the thing that people were complaining about as far as all of these false drug charges that was being levied against Black people over in San Francisco. The family member of the person that tampered with the evidence inside of the San Francisco lab, and this is a fact. This is not my opinion. You can go and research it. Hold on. Literally, she opted to continue to go forth with the prosecution of these people, even though they knew for a fact that a lot of this evidence had been tampered with, but they were playing with people's freedoms. And so if you want to sit here and have a conversation with me about character of a person, we have real evidence about how it is that she treats people that look like you.
It came from the lower
Wait.
Out of that situation.
Hold on, Janisha, wait.
He think he just dropped a bar. He didn't drop no bar. We can't hear you.
I like how they talking about a person that took their time to go on social media and explain to the people that, hey, I was in court. I seen Kamala. There's a lot of stories that we don't know about Kamala. Now, are we supposed to take this person's truth at face value? I don't know. But yet again, I do want to say that if a lot of people, a lot of people didn't see the debate, but you seen the debate, a lot of people brought up that she locked up innocent people. And when people say innocent, like, I'm sorry to say, that's a thin line. That's a very thick line to go off of. It's not something that we can really hold somebody accountable. Like, you're innocent. Like, you really need to state facts of your innocence because, again, you are innocent to proven guilty.
Now, I love the way this universe works because every time I have brought up the fact of her locking up an innocent guy who went live, and he said that he was like, she falsely accused me and got me locked up, and when I looked back at her, she looked at me and smiled. Everybody threw it off. Everybody acted like I was just talking about something I ain't understand. Now look at today. People bringing it up. That's the reason I wouldn't vote for her. Because if you would lock up innocent men, well, that particular innocent man, how I know when you become the president, you're not gonna pull strings to get some more people locked up.
But she black though.
Where? And I like the way you said that. I like the way you said that because you put a little bit. She black though. Just kidding. Yeah, I like that. But still, you can say you black all day. What you did to the black community? What are you doing to help the black community right now? Nothing. But you helping. Who was that? She got that EBT to? What race was it? Indians? I forgot what it was. I had to do some more research on that again. But what is you doing to help the black community? A lot of people looking at that like, oh, she's black. Trump racist. Guess what? Trump might be racist. How y'all think y'all got them stimulus checks?
Nancy Pelosi, not Trump. I hate to tell people this, and because you might not make you want to be a Trump supporter, but
no,
Trump was against them stimulus checks.
Hey, guess what? He got his own reason too.
It was against those stimulus checks. He knew that stimulus check was gonna mess up the economy.
Hey, but what did they have in place? What did they have in place for when this pandemic hit?
Well, Trump wanted the borders to stay open. He wanted everybody to still go to work and still do their thug thizzle. Only when he got ridiculed from the Democratic Party did he shut down. After the fact that people started dropping like flies, like the Democratic Party said, stuff like that. So then when he shut down and other countries, because I think it's only like 2 different countries they didn't shut down at all. They stayed open, they stayed running, they stayed flowing, and they're not going through a lot of this crisis that a lot of countries are going through. China lost a lot of money, UK lost a lot of money, America lost a lot of money. It was not that much trade going on. You wasn't buying stuff, so a lot of stuff stayed on the shelf. Only thing that really was probably moving was food and stuff like that. So therefore, you had to look at situations like that, and like, man, was it worth it, or did we lose out on something? Am I getting text? That's not me. And stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
Listen, we can keep going.
Transparency in the justice system. So it came from a lower prosecutor. That was not her job or her responsibility.
Yes, it did.
On
yes,
her
it was.
because she's a black woman.
That's like saying Fonnie Willis, who's overseeing Fulton County District as the district attorney of Fulton County, is not responsible for what happens in her office, especially if she have evidence to the contrary of whether or not somebody should or should not be prosecuted. Stop! Don't gaslight me.
I'm not gaslighting you, but who's going to get fired? Who's going to get fired? Is it her or she going to have to do
what
it?
Does that mean? Fired. It's about whether,
yes.
It's not about getting fired.
Say it again.
What does that mean when they say gaslighting me? Don't gaslight me. What that mean?
Don't lie to me. Don't insult my intelligence.
Gaslight means lie.
Yeah. Don't just fill me up with it's not somebody's job when she was the head DA at that time. Even though the case was with some low prosecutors, true indeed. But if you the head prosecutor in charge, that means you
everything went through them.
Somebody on these people like Fonnie Wallace and the RICO case and the YSL case. You can't say nothing with that case has nothing to do with Fonnie, when Fonnie is sicking the judge, sticking the prosecutors onto him. So she has everything to do with that case. The fallouts, the goods, the bads, whatever happens in that case is going to weigh on her. And she's going to use that for her campaign. Look what I did. This is what I went through. This is what I stand. Remember, y'all, they tried to say I had sex with a man and was giving him, you're going to use that as ammo. She's trying to say, no, don't give Kamala Harris that credit of locking up an innocent black man. And I just want somebody to represent me as a color in these situations instead of represent me as a policy or actually represent the things that I believe in. You want women's rights? You weren't able, like this girl said, you wanted to make it to where your daughter could able to have an abortion, which people still don't realize abortion came in to break up the nuclear homes. People don't understand that. But you're going to fight for breaking up the nuclear home.
But they complain about Nia not being in a kid's life. To me, that's A backwards.
I blame it 1978, 1979 when they first was pushing this
Now,
bill along.
I have a question. No matter the answer, I still think blame should go on her. Was she the prosecutor on that case, or was she head of prosecution?
She was head prosecutor. She wasn't exactly on the
Now,
case.
if you head prosecutor, that means everything you have, everything you're going to use in that case, got to go through head prosecutor, right? They at least take a peek at it if they don't look at everything, right? So who's still at fault when she saw this wasn't right, this one right? Who's still at fault?
The argument. That's the argument.
No, I'm asking y'all before we start this back. Who y'all think should be?
I already said who's at fault from my point of view.
Okay.
No matter what.
What about you?
I think that some of it, both of them might be true. She might have did some bad things, and she might have did some cool things too. So it might not have been all her fault, or it couldn't have been all his. It could have been all her fault, or it could have been not all her fault as well. It sounds like with these two black people arguing over Kamala Harris right now, or debating over Kamala Harris. It sounds like they kind of both true a little bit.
So
and both wrong.
Okay, so this is the point that Antoine is trying to make. And I think this is the best way to put it. No matter how you look at a situation, if you the boss of something, you should get full control. The administration.
Was she really the boss?
She was
head prosecutor, head. HNIC.
Sure, she was head prosecutor.
Yeah. So that means
okay, and if she was a head prosecutor, they have a boss too.
Okay.
Yeah, but I get when you're a head of something, when you're the head of the department, you still get the right to say so. Only time your boss come to you is when you do something that'll get that boss in trouble. Oh yeah. The head figures don't like what you're doing, so switch it up. Other than that, you're really running your department.
And you over that whole entire
I
department.
don't know how much power she really had like that. I don't know.
If she was head prosecutor,
have you heard anything?
I mean, you keep saying head, but that don't mean she just got hella power like that. I don't really know her power.
Look at Fonnie Wallace as an example.
I mean, these are two different people that did two different careers.
No, head prosecutor, head DNA nigga, they work neck and neck.
That's to me. That's basically the same thing, just worded different.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think we really know the definitions of these positions.
What is a prosecutor?
You tell me. I don't really know.
Okay.
I don't know the definition of what.
Prosecutors are attorneys that actually try to put you in jail. These are the people that going to go looking for evidence to make sure that you are guilty. Those are what prosecutors do.
Okay, what's a district attorney?
District attorney is when the state picks it up and they got to go get their lawyers to try to go lock your black ass up.
So, are you saying she was a district attorney or a prosecutor?
Fonnie was a prosecutor.
I'm talking about Kamala.
Kamala was a prosecutor. Fannie is a DA. So basically, DA kind of handles all the courts in your district. Like anybody that's going to court for a state problem, you're gonna read about it. Like a lot of people like to tell, oh, I never seen that paper. You have to at least put that federal stamp or that state stamp on every case. You have to. As a DA. Prosecutor.
So who's their boss? Who's over the district attorney? Is it
who's
the
over the
mayor?
district attorney? A DA.
No, who's over the district attorney? Is it the mayor, the governor?
Yeah, that's when you started getting up into those times.
So you think it's the
yeah.
mayor? Is it a councilman or something?
I think the mayor, because who's over the mayor is the governor.
And so the district attorney is underneath the mayor, correct?
Yes.
And the prosecutor?
A mayor can come in a court and throw a curveball. A DA has to throw a curveball, but it has to be under legal circumstances. I mean, a mayor does too, but a mayor just like, say a mayor getting bad press over a case, he can throw out the cameras. Like, all right, no more cameras up in here. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a closed case. This is gonna be an open case. A DA has that right too, but he can be overridden by a mayor. You can be overridden by a governor. A DA can overrule a prosecutor if I have more better stance or I have a better lawyer. I don't like how you're doing. I'm gonna put this other prosecutor on. But if you're the head prosecutor, I'm gonna come to you as a DA to fix whatever problem I got going.
So, but they still underneath the mayor, though, right?
Yes, both of them are still underneath the mayor. Both of them.
Well, there you go. That's why both of them might be right a little bit. Both of them might be wrong a little bit. Because maybe the mayor is telling her what to do. Who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, if she,
go ahead.
Yeah, if she has a boss and the mayor, she got to report to the mayor, and the mayor's crooked. Yeah, he gonna make you do some crooked shit as a prosecutor, right?
Hold on, wait. I'm sorry. Did y'all make the statement that the DEA is over the prosecutor, right?
I didn't make that statement.
Criminal charges deciding whether the office.
He reading something.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fucked up because from my understanding, it just said the DEA decides the criminal charges.
That's okay. Remember when I say when a state picks up a case, it's the DEA that chooses like, hey, I'm picking up this charge, I'm picking up this charge, I'm picking up this charge to prosecute you. You see
so what does the prosecutor do? What does that say?
The prosecutor does the job for the DEA. Once the DEA picks
Are you
up the
saying
case,
DEA or are you saying DA?
DA.
Hey, I'm
district attorney.
I'm gonna tell you what I just read. It say, depending on the state, a DA may be appointed by the judicial. I don't know how to say that word correctly.
Judicial.
Yeah, chief. So I guess the judicial system is over
the DA. Yeah, and that's they boss right there, the chief.
Yeah,
but
so
that's
if you got a crazy boss, if you got a boss that's corrupt or doing some weird shit, yeah, they can sick you on them. That's pretty much your little homie when it comes down to the criminal court.
Yet again,
I'm my little homie. She my prosecutor.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm the DA. I picked up this case to lock up Capiche over Jake walking across the street. You are a district attorney. Lock him up. And you can be like, what's the case? Boom. I'm gonna lock him up with Jake Walker. Okay, cool. You got
so as
you're gonna go out there and go get the rest of the information.
Hold on, wait.
As Kamala Harris being a DA, so pretty much they saying she the one putting crimes on all these black people.
Yeah. By her being a prosecutor, she making sure that, okay, when you're a prosecutor, when you're a lawyer in this position, you want high
rating
conviction rate.
Yeah.
You want a high conviction rate. What movie would Jamie Foxx play 2 good movies where he was doing that?
Law Bad and Citizen.
That's one. What's the other one? Where it was I
forgot the name of the
was it a comedy movie? Where some dude came to Jamie Foxx and he wanted Jamie Foxx to do something. Jamie Foxx like, I can't do that. And then he went into something. I can't think of that movie. But it's a Jamie Foxx movie. Law Abiding Citizen is one of the best movies to explain a person that's going in court. Like, yeah, when I pick cases that I'm going to win, I'm not going to pick a case that I'm going to lose. As a prosecutor.
And that's crazy because if y'all think back on it, at the beginning, Jamie thought he had the case beat. Yes. But then one of them flipped on the other one. So Jamie, like he said,
remember when the dude in the courtroom flipped the case on the judge, brought up a case that she had to reverse herself. The reason why he had bail, because remember, they wasn't finna give him a bail. They saying he was a flight risk, and he brought up a case. You remember, you let somebody in the same situation that I was, you let him go free. So therefore, she had to let him go free. That's what fucked up Jamie Foxx. Like, okay.
Yeah, I ain't see that movie.
Man, you gotta go see it. And you gotta think, and it's the little white girl that was working for him. She was a young prosecutor, just getting into the game.
I know a movie you're talking about.
Law-abiding citizen.
I'm talking the other movie.
Oh, okay. If you think of that, yeah, that'll be a nice one because it. I can't think of it either, but that was the situation of that movie. Very good movie. To get back to the, go ahead.
Yeah, long story short, Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris is a prosecutor. She was a head prosecutor, so therefore she was like highly recommended when it comes to getting the job done.
What about what Judge Joe Brown said?
Huh?
What about what Judge Joe Brown said? He said she fucked her way to the top.
No substantial evidence of that.
He said he got evidence. He know all the people. Willie Brown.
Listen here. I respect Joe Brown, but him coming out there saying that don't hold no water to wait.
The movie you talking about, is it the
Why it don't?
Why? Because a lot of people.
Is that the movie you talking about?
The Borough?
Yeah.
I think so. Because like a lot of people gonna throw his age up under there. They're gonna be like, dog, he don't remember all them cases that well. I have not seen nobody actually bring up those cases that he has talked about, like to fact check them, even though it doesn't really matter. I just don't think his 2 cents is gonna make a difference.
Do you think his 2 cents don't matter?
Nah. Because it sounds good. It sounds like great. Good arguments. But the generation like you and my guy over here, y'all don't care about no damn Joe Brown. Y'all looking at Joe Brown like, nigga, shut up.
I care about Judge Joe Brown.
Huh?
I care about Judge Joe Brown.
Bruh, I stayed off his street. Joe Brown Street is right there.
It turns into university.
Judge Joe Brown got a street?
Into Joe Brown. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. It say that?
Yeah.
Joe Brown.
Once you hit Sahara, that's officially Joe Brown.
Yeah, Westgate, on the backside of Westgate, not Paradise. That's Joe Brown all day long, all the way to Sahara Vista. I mean,
Judge Joe Brown or another Joe Brown. It might be two.
Judge Joe Brown, bro. Stop playing. Ain't no other Joe Brown.
There is another Joe Brown.
On God, that's man. Give respect. Listen, we ain't gonna disrespect.
I'm just saying, is it really Judge Joe Brown or do it just say Joe really Brown?
It's really Judge Joe Brown.
It says Judge.
Next time you come over here, which would be Thursday, hopefully. Keep my fingers crossed.
It says Judge Joe Brown.
No, I'm sorry. Joe Brown starts as soon as you go around university.
Desert Inn.
Yeah, I'm talking about the
Sahara Vista.
Yeah.
I mean to Sahara.
Yeah.
And I'm asking, does it say Judge Joe Brown or do it just say Joe Brown?
I'm not gonna keep repeating mine. I'm not.
Last time.
Judge Joe Brown.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. All right, he got it.
It says Joe Brown, but the judge part is in small.
Yeah.
The judge part is in small parentheses.
Really?
Yeah.
And you know what? Okay. All right. I think I've seen that street before.
Yeah. Go to Westgate. Go to 420 on Sahara. I mean, not you personally, but them just cross streets where it's at.
Right. That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo! I was watching something last night where they were talking about the shooter of Trump. They were saying, man, it might be the government that did that.
They want that to happen. They want to start saying that that's the only thing that's gonna make them look good.
You think the government did it?
Democrats need some type of push. We just keep saying, "Oh my God, I feel good. I feel great. I feel like it's a joyful movement." Only people that's feeling that are Democrats and liberal. That's the only people that's gonna vote for Kamala. And people that believe in socialism, which they don't understand socialism, meaning that you believe in dictatorship. You believe in one person ruling. Because look at any other.
Ain't Trump gonna be a dictator?
No.
Yeah, he is.
No.
Yeah.
Is he gonna make dictatorship moves? Probably so.
Yeah. Who else he listening to? Nobody.
That don't mean he's gonna be a dictator. He only got 4 years in office.
Yeah, he gonna be a dictator the whole time.
For 4 years?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. As long as it's for 4 years.
He might change the law and say he could be a president again.
That'll never pass Congress. Y'all gotta understand, that sound good. And if I was a president, I would probably try to do it too. But in the back of my mind, I still gotta remember that them motherfuckers up there at Congress ain't gonna let no slick shit like that happen.
This might be the last presidential election.
He think judges should have a certain amount of times in office. He think mayors should have limited times in office. He think governors should have limited. Not that 16. A governor shouldn't be 16 years in office. You shouldn't be in office that long, especially if you're fucking up the economy.
Now, to me, that's dictatorship.
That's what we got right now.
Huh?
Maybe they just switched jobs. They still in power. They just switched positions.
Who switched positions?
All these politicians.
So what is Obama?
A politician.
What is Obama again?
A politician.
No. Obama is a realtor.
No, he not.
Huh?
Huh? He not a realtor, bro.
Yes, he is. Niggas, do you know Obama got some of the richest property that he's renting out in Massachusetts?
Okay, after he was a president.
After he was a president, you are correct. So once he left that fucking White House, he became a realtor.
I mean, where did you get hella money to? Fuck it.
I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying, as far as you talk about him switching jobs, what government job does he have?
I mean, he still got position probably in the government. He still probably got clearances and yeah, he got CIA. He got he got Secret Service.
That's what that sounds like. Who cares about you having a pass to go? I respect you. I expect you to have that. It's like if you was in the military and you served this country, you did good. Hey man, I go in any military base. Okay, so
and he could tell people what to do when he walked through.
That nigga ain't telling nobody what to do.
You don't think he'll walk it through right now and be like, hey, bro, I used to be the president, bro. Hey, sit down.
You used to be.
He still got his same clout.
Boy, you ain't got no damn clout.
He got a lot of He got a lot of clout.
Yeah, you got respect. I give you that. But you're not going to tell me what to do when you got Sleepy Joe still in office.
He got so much. He got so much clout. He could get somebody fired right now.
He can put in a good word to get somebody fired. I'm not going to knock that.
That's what I'm saying. He can get somebody replaced right now. Right now, Obama still
fire 10 right here.
Yeah, who's your manager? Who's your manager? Who do you work for? He pulled one of those, you know.
Hey man, I'm gonna put Debo up in here. Tim, you fired. I'm for the streets.
Give me your boss name. I'm finna make a call. You know who I am? He probably talks shit. He like a Karen. He like a Karen, huh? Obama probably walking around like a Karen. Who is your boss? Who's your manager? Oh, I can see Obama. I can see Obama doing a body cam.
I just want to bring this news up for people that are local. This is local news real quick.
Hey, can you see Obama do a body cam though? Imagine him drink pulled over on body cam. Obama drunk. They pull him over. Sir, Obama, Mr. Obama, sir, can we get your license registration? I ain't rolling the window down.
Drag that nigga clean the fuck up out the car. Do you
know who I am? Do you know who I am?
Bruh,
do I care who you are? I still got a job to do.
I'm Obama. I'm Barack Obama. Who's your manager? Go call your sergeant.
Nope. Getting these handcuffs for an existing.
I can imagine that. That'd be so funny, bro. Obama drunk. I'm talking about and then resisting arrest, running and all this shit. That'd be
call Michelle, Michael, get out the car.
Hey, why somebody say they'll feel better if they rather Obama wife run for president than Kamala?
Do you know Obama? Michelle has better Las Vegas ratings to become president than Harris at this moment right now.
It seems like Michelle Obama did way more than Kamala.
And then I would personally,
I like Michelle more too.
I would personally pull a Charles Barkley and admit that I would go out there and slap every black person that voted.
Who would you vote for? Kamala or Michelle?
Absolutely no, Michelle.
You don't.
Kamala at least got a record to back her up, good or bad, no matter how you want to take it, no matter how you feel. She at least got a record to go behind. I cannot discredit that. Michelle, you dropped out of school to get a man's baby that you got from adopted because y'all know there are no birth certificate of them kids, right? Now let me stop. So somebody really go out there and try to fact check me. You leave Michelle alone. Stop messing with Michelle.
Yeah, why you always messing with Michelle, bro?
It's funny.
Nah, bro, it ain't funny.
She doesn't have no credentials to run for president.
She look good.
Huh?
She look good.
Ew. Man, go get me Fonnie Willis.
What you mean, ew? Michelle Obama look good, bro.
I don't care about looking good. Michelle Obama don't look good with her mustache.
What do you mean,
mustache? Zoom in.
Zoom in? She ain't got no mustache.
Do a Zoom call with Michelle and look at that mustache and actually do she line it up?
She ain't got no mustache.
Huh? What he said? What mustache? You know he ain't seen Michelle Obama in 16 years.
But show me. She ain't got no mustache.
Show yourself. Don't look at that man. I mean that woman.
Hey. Why you doing a sex playing her?
Huh?
Why you trying to sex play her?
Because I actually heard Barack Obama call her Michael. And it's funny still. You see, I still laugh. I keep laughing.
Why you want her to be a man?
Who?
You want Michelle to be a Michael?
Hey, who's bad?
Matter of fact, what does Michelle Obama look like? I forgot what she looked like.
Damn. Thank you for proving
But I
my
remember she was cute.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Man,
And she was thick.
Bro. I shared your link on the Facebook link
Oh
on my
yeah, I
Twitter.
remember Michelle Obama.
Now look what they said.
Look.
Look what I said. And look what they do that.
Y'all remember Michelle Obama?
Well, if you don't go get that Photoshop picture that you decide to pick on her, yeah, that's a good one. That was Photoshop.
She was looking good looking black woman.
Yeah, okay. She gonna look good with the Photoshops. Yeah, you ain't lying. Actually, go to images of Michelle. Put Michelle Obama, no makeup. No
They
filter.
said he had no mustache.
Go look at that big ass pimple on her forehead. Yeah, look at that. Look how dark she is. Look like she's going through puberty right there. Look at her puberty picture. While you doing that, let me play this news coverage real quick of what's going on in Las Vegas.
Ryan Ketchum standing in front of Harmon Avenue near the Las Vegas Strip. F1 officials tell me that construction will look a lot different this year than what we saw for last year's Grand Prix. Right here behind me is the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Harmon Avenue. This is where construction will start on September 2nd. F1 officials say that crews will then move counterclockwise, completing segment by segment to make construction more predictable. Do you think that's going to help with traffic control?
I believe
Hell no.
Yes.
I found Gary Brown, who lives near the Strip. He was on his way to work downtown at the Gold Spike Casino. He told me navigating last year's F1 race was awful for him.
Frustrating, time consuming, and it had to plan it hours accordingly to get to work.
So I showed Brown this chart F1 officials presented last week to the Clark County commissioners, which may alleviate his fears.
This schedule that's before you is a working schedule.
It explains the work being done across the track path starting September 2nd and the days to expect construction on each street, including Sands, Harmon, Koval, and Las Vegas Boulevard. Do you think that's a better way for them to do that?
I do. They're doing one section at a time. That sounds great. Sounds like a better idea.
Brown says he hopes F1 sticks with it, saying traveling near the Strip around the Grand Prix last year was a mess. How early did you have to leave for work and leave for these appointments?
4 hours prior.
Last year, RTC had several closures and detours on the track path. He hopes it's easier to navigate this year.
I'm an F1 fan.
I'm an F1 fan too, but that part of that problem is what I call, and this is why I want to run for mayorship. There's no way that we're getting billions and billions of dollars from all these tourists, and Las Vegas, the main strip where everybody see, looks like a shithole. It's a whole mess. That's just not right. And like you say, and like everybody would sit up here and say, don't go build a damn casino on South Point. Don't go extend it. Extend this damn street to look decent. Go back to that one plan, which I really think y'all shouldn't do it, but y'all might need to re-strategize the plan where y'all want the race cars on one level and the people that walk on another level.
Do that shit underground?
Where I don't think they're gonna actually move. Like you would just build a overpass walkway.
That's basically what they did when they brought that race in here. But the only thing all
the way over the street.
You think they can do that?
It's like having a dome over the street.
Oh, okay.
That's what they were talking about.
Okay,
So
because
before F1 came in and put their bid in and won, they were gonna cover up the street to make it a whole walkway. You weren't gonna see no cars, no trucks, none of that shit.
They don't need to do that shit on the strip. And if they do, they need to ask permission of the locals. It's like they have no respect. Like, give some of that money back, like you said. Give some of that money back, or do something hella cool. Give us new bus lines, or give us something hella cool if y'all gonna be building shit, motherfuckers. And just putting the money in
they
their
looking at it
pocket.
from the money point of view. They don't care about us little people that live here and got to deal with that shit.
They lie to themselves. I'm with y'all on this. I can't believe it, but they do.
That ain't right.
Yeah,
We didn't ask for Formula One to be here. We didn't
I
ask
mean,
for Formula One to be here. We didn't vote for Formula One.
that's a lie. I hate to say it. That's a lie.
Nobody who voted for Formula One.
You voted for Formula One 4 years before they got accepted, and then when they got accepted, it took them 2 years to come out with the plan.
I didn't vote for their ass. Like I said, they could have took that shit up the street. Take that shit up the street. Still have it in Vegas, but take that shit up the street. Why? Like, fuck that. If y'all gonna do that to our city, that destroys our city's fucking infrastructure for a month or two.
Why would I take it up the street and I can put it on the busiest street that get the most money?
The most views.
Nigga, because you causing so much fucking confusion in the city before that. Is it really worth it?
Do you think I care about the confusion I'm causing? I'm sitting at home racking up money. You think I care? I'm not the one got to go through that.
Well, the people of Las Vegas, the mayor, the councilmen, the district attorneys, they should push that shit. The lawyers.
But then they look at the after part. And this is something that you're not looking at. The F1 race out here is
gonna be huge.
Alone almost doubled some of the other races that's been around. We have more
races in basketball.
We have a lot more seats than other countries.
I feel y'all, but let us and that's cool, but still shoot us some bread or something. Like, let us know we're gonna give this back. Let us know what y'all gonna do.
They
back.
shoot us money. They just don't. You don't want money. You want investment into something.
Yeah, give us something. I mean, and not like the people, like the city. Give the city something hella cool to let y'all know that we appreciate y'all for putting up with this shit. Like, make us something hella cool in Las Vegas.
They gave you cheap ass tickets that's worth $100.
No, them tickets is $1,000. Them hella expensive.
This year.
Who said that was true?
They already, it's on their thing. Go look it up.
So they saying that our tickets is hella cheap right now?
Yeah.
How much are they?
Like $200, $300.
For
what about
locals?
That can't afford that?
What you mean little people that can't afford that? You know how many people seen the race for free?
True.
I'm saying they need to do something special for the locals. Locals get in half off or something. Something shit.
You take a $100 ticket for somebody paying $2,000 for just two people and one popcorn and a hot dog.
They're not doing that just for
You still gotta
locals.
pay for that.
Huh?
Or so you saying they doing that just for the locals?
Yes. Ain't nobody out of town getting no prices like that.
I ain't hear about
You
that.
gotta think about it. Only people that's gonna pay prices like that. Where are you gonna stay?
Where you getting these statistics? Where you getting these statistics from?
They dropped a news coverage over it, talking about the prices, making it more affordable. A lot of people wanted to come but couldn't afford to go to it. I got a dude that stayed downstairs from me right now that went to it every day, watched it for free. It was all on his timeline. You know, I'm at the rate. Nigga, look. I'm looking through the fence. I'm looking through the peephole.
But then you gotta think about people that's living in these tall ass hotels like MGM and all them that's in their house can look out their window and be like,
Oh, my daughter said it was a nightmare.
What?
Because my daughter stayed at Pit Lane, at F1 Pit. So all that construction was loud, the practice was loud, because those are her sleeping hours. She's like, it was horrible. Facebook, YouTube, we are talking about F1.
Man, I want to give me some tickets, man. What's the real price, man? Can somebody find a real price?
Do you got game? What's the game time? The app?
Nah.
Huh?
Nah, I don't.
Download. That's why I go get. That's if I'm going anywhere to get my tickets. I promise you, that's why I'm going to get my tickets. So if you can download that and look it up, I guarantee that you would definitely find some type of reasonable tickets prices.
That shit last year was $1,000. I don't think they giving us nothing, bro.
Where are you looking at, bro?
Let me see. The 3-day pass. Yeah, they 900. Yeah, they still 1,000, bro.
That's a 3-day pass. Go for one single day pass. One day.
One day. They don't even got 1 day. They got only 2 days and 3 days.
And what are you? And yet again, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Where are you looking at?
On Vivid Seats.
Where?
Vivid Seats.
I ain't never heard of that app.
3-day pass. Yeah, bro, they still 1,000. Same price.
Yet again, I would go with that app. That app sucks.
Bro, you can't find it no cheaper.
Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Let me see.
You can't find it no cheaper than $9.83.
You try different websites? Like what's this shit called? Eventbrite or Eventbrite?
Shit, I just seen 759. Okay. I'm looking. $751. But see, they trying to give us there around the stratosphere. I don't want to be over there.
That's where you just stand there.
But the stratosphere, see, and I don't know if they're gonna do it this year. Each section, like the stratosphere, had their own section, and what they handed out, it may be different from what you may get from the strip and what they were serving. It was like each hotel, they had their little sections, and they offered something different. They go with these tickets, but I feel you.
So what I'm saying is they ain't giving nothing back. You feel me? And they need to. And somebody need to say something about that. Mayor. And you're probably right. And K-Man, you're probably right. They making hella money. They done paid the niggas off. You know what I'm saying? The mayor, they done threw him a bag. They done threw everybody a bag.
The Formula 51 had all that money, all that construction. We didn't pay for it. That all had to be done by F1. F1 paid for it.
Yeah, they threw and they cashed out everybody. They paid everybody. So yeah, the people gonna be fucked up about traffic, but everybody else got paid.
So what would you vote for them to give back to you? What would be reasonable?
What would be reasonable?
Yeah.
Give us
because money gonna be like that. That's a lot of checks.
Right. Okay. So they made $1 billion. Y'all gotta make us some fucking. Y'all gotta put. Okay, I got the perfect thing.
Hold on, wait.
I got the perfect thing. They gotta give some of that money to our school system. Y'all gotta give some of that bread. Y'all gotta give a percentage to our schools.
I just said 3%. You think 3% too much?
What an F1 race to the people? But yet, I'm with y'all.
3% of profit.
Yeah, I'm really with y'all on this. It's just how we gonna source it out. I like the school system.
Give it to the schools. Yeah.
Grumpy ass adults. Them grumpy adults like, nigga, I ain't in school. I ain't got no kids.
I'm saying, but that'll at least help our whole city. You feel me? Where everybody would like that. Like, damn, okay, y'all
what they think should go or whatever.
No, they're all like that. They be like, damn, y'all came up here. We have to deal with the construction, but y'all gave our high schools got a new gym. Our elementaries got a new basketball court, and every time you come back, we get new shit. Our school got a swimming pool, and you feel me?
Okay, so what if the college bought property because they got a little sponsor because they what's it called? Steady buying up property.
What if who?
Where you think they getting them grants from?
Well, you said who?
UNLV. They just bought a building across the street off America.
No, fuck UNLV. We ain't giving them no money. They rich. We got to give it to the high schools, the middle schools, and elementaries. Give it to the kids, man. Hook our elementaries up, man. Just put it ain't gonna cost them that much. Yeah, give us 3% of the profits.
My nigga stupid.
So you think we should start like a GoFundMe or a petition to say that?
I'm not knocking it. I think you should try something. I just think we need to sit down and have valid solutions to like what is making our school system so poor.
Because we don't put none of the money into it. We don't care.
You're gonna say that, and you got to think about it. A parent like me, I look at shit like this. Why would I give you my money? Y'all can't even provide school buses.
We should be able to have everything. We in Las Vegas. We could build a whole fucking stadium. We could build a whole fucking racetrack in the middle of the strip in the middle of the summertime. We can buy some more, get some electric motherfucking buses, some Tesla buses.
Do y'all know the building that the hockey players playing was built by the owner? Didn't come out of nobody's money. Didn't even come out of the tourist money. Nobody paid for that, but strictly the owner.
Hey,
the T-Mobile rent.
You want to know what I think they should do? And it's just me being on some help us get around with the traffic and shit.
Hold on.
At least put out.
Time out. What they say? 2024 F1 Furman Grand Prix, $171.
Screenshot and send it to him. But what I think they should do, at least get back to the grown folks. I say they should give us 3%. Take 2% of that 3%, give it back to the schools, give it back to these kids. The other 1%, buy everybody scooters. All these grown motherfuckers, get them scooters. Electric scooters. No insurance, nothing, huh? It's yours. You do all that. I'm just saying, with all the construction going on, don't you think that'd be easier than? Because now I'm looking at it.
Look at the bottom.
The way I say, the reason I say that because you know that old stuff.
That's a very. I like how you started there with the 3%. I love it.
Now, you know that old saying they say, you teach a man how to fish.
What is this? You sent me.
Now,
I sent you. That's game. What is that called? Game time.
Now, take that 1% and give out scooters. Ain't no way you shouldn't be able to make it to work to make your own money.
If you look at events, it says 11/21/2024 at 6 p.m. Las Vegas Circuit, $171 down at the bottom.
It said 171 plus.
Huh?
It said 171 plus.
Better than. Okay, so the total price, and this is for two people for $473. They got one of them for $376, $150, $217. Let me screenshot this one and send it to you. Damn, bro, I don't know how to screenshot.
But
it's time to turn on the air.
95210. What you think about that though?
About what?
They give us 3% off of what they get from the F1, right? 2% go to the kids, 1% go to these people that complain that they can't get to work and they don't have to buy everybody scooters.
No.
Why not?
I think that's stupid as hell.
How?
Buy everybody scooters?
Yes.
Man, give all that money to the damn kids. Why we buying the grown motherfucking scooters for?
Because there's a lot of jobs in Nevada.
No, I'm cool. Give it to the kids.
Before we worried about them not getting to work or like
well, go shit. Go buy your own scooter. No, you're an adult. I'm cool. I ain't giving adults nothing. They don't need no scooter. They better walk. They can walk.
Okay. So
Ain't
if
nobody
you're
gonna
not gonna give
kidnap
it to
them.
if you're not gonna give it to the adults, would you give it to the bus companies, the school bus companies, so
I'm
kids
saying
won't
that,
have to walk to school?
I think the kids, the schools should get the whole 3%. And they bust it down however they bust around. Do buses. You could go get a swimming pool. You could go get some crayons, some books. You got a certain amount they're gonna give you, and you can just buy something for your school.
Parents should have to buy supplies for.
Think about if every school, think about if all the elementaries, middle school, and high school, all of them combined, because it's not that many, but all of them combined in Las Vegas, and say
They only gonna take up.
say they all get a $100,000 to do whatever they want to, just because it's donated from Formula One.
I kind of agree, but let's really think about it. 3% out of all the elementary, grammar school, high schools out here in Vegas, they probably gonna use up 75% of that in the schools. 75% of that 3%. So with that, what you think they should do with the other 25%?
I said give them 100% of the shit.
I
just
give
them
them
the bread. They'll just be happy. They can do a press conference and say we gave the money to the schools and look at you guys' new basketball gym and thank you, and we'll come back next year and we'll give y'all 4% next year.
But how many schools out here you really think gonna use that for that?
What do you mean? They gonna all use it right, bro? What do you mean? You think they gonna steal the money? No, they're gonna buy laptops and computers and pencils and paper and books and whatever they need. They be like, damn, we needed this bread to buy these goddamn backpacks. All the kids ain't got no damn backpack to buy backpacks.
But they get that for free from people that donate.
Bro, what are you trying to say, bro?
I'm really trying to see, you really think they're going to use that whole 3% towards the school system?
Bro, you trying to get some of the money, bro?
No, I don't want none of the money. I was thinking of ways to make Vegas better.
Yeah, you do. You want some of the money, bro. Just say it, bro.
It wouldn't hurt to have some money, but
there we go.
You want to give it to you want to give it all to the schools. I'm with that. I agree. But we all know the school system ain't finna use that whole 3%, bro. We know that.
You want some of the money. They don't got that. You not in school no more, bro. You not in school no more. You can't get none of the check, bro. Hopefully your kids go to school or whatever the case. I don't know. The kids get the money, not you.
And that's understandable.
So why you want some of the money?
You really think the entire school system out here in Vegas, high school on down, you really think they're gonna use that whole 3%?
I think that you want some of the money, so you try to find a percentage. I think you try to find a percentage for yourself.
I'm really not.
And that's fucked up. That ain't right. We gotta get the money to the kids.
Okay, so you.
What about all the kids, bruh? I'm talking about what about all the kids? Y'all say y'all care about the kids. You're a Republican, the human trafficking. What about the kids?
Yes, get them the money.
Okay then. Yes. Why you want some of the money? You ain't getting took up. You ain't getting snatched up. You ain't being pimped out.
I might be. You just don't know it yet. But no, real life thinking though, bro. You really think the school system? You really think the school system gonna use that whole 3%?
Bro, here you go. You keep saying the same thing over and over. You ain't getting under the money.
But yet again, I had to interrupt because I just want to hear your answer to the question. Do you think they're going to use that whole 3% correctly?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Maybe I should have asked it that way.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about these? Hold on, wait. So now we get this 3% to the school system, right?
Here we go.
So now I get that. New desks, new pencils, paper, notebook, new textbooks, all that. So what about the kids that gotta pay for lunch?
Tear down all and build a new.
What about the kids? What?
That's what I'm saying.
The way that you presented it, I could be wrong, but you like fuck it. Everybody tear down your old schools, get brand new ones. Fuck.
Might as well. Let's get some new shit to upgrade our education since our education is so low in Nevada. Let's get better teachers and pay motherfuckers.
Let me, because y'all let y'all go.
Break the bread down.
But that doesn't sound like the education part of it. The part where we're low on is the teaching.
Yes. Well, let's buy a teacher. Let's go buy a teacher. Y'all brought a fucking freeway all the way to Las Vegas. Bring some teachers from Dubai.
Excuse me, that highway that comes from here to LA, that was government funded back in the fucking 30s.
We need teachers.
No, I mean 1940s. I remember that.
Why we can't go buy no teachers?
Hold on, wait.
Why we can't go put some of that money go buy?
Hold on, wait. Why buy
goes to buying the teachers?
Why buy teachers and you can just with that 3%, you can look out for the school and raise what these teachers get paid.
We're gonna do both with the 2%, 1% new teachers, 1% raises, 1% kids, 3% profit for the schools.
How about we don't do that and forget these schools, because these schools ain't nothing but grooming your kids into being sex trafficked, and we just teach them from home. Go get some actually educated people and pay their asses. Actually pay somebody.
1% for the sex trafficked kids.
You can't sex traffic every kid at home with the parents.
And if they do, their parents just don't care.
Oh yeah, then that's easy to lock up. We know exactly it was you. The kid was at home with you when they got snatched up. Every kid had to cut on their camera.
I'm only saying raise what, because if you think about it, a lot of people don't want to be school bus drivers, don't want to be teachers because of the pay rate. They feel like they're not getting paid enough.
Damn, $21 to be a bus driver, because that's what they getting paid.
I know.
And then teachers, y'all getting paid a salary. So that means teachers have some of the longest vacation besides politicians.
Mm-hmm. But you know, that's the excuse they use. Oh, we got to deal with these badass kids. Why not? No.
Last word. We don't need to have Formula One on the Las Vegas Strip. It's too fucking construction. If y'all making a whole bunch of money, and if we got to deal with it, give us 3% of the profits and put it to our schools. 1% on the new teachers, 1% on the future teachers, 1% on the kids, and Kamala Harris. I mean, Michelle Obama is not a man.
Closing comments.
I enjoyed this conversation. So I'm still gonna say, give us 3%, schools get 2%. The people that gotta deal with this get 1%.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it has been one of the best conversations. I appreciate everybody coming through. I think this is a good conversation. I do need to go forward. What does Formula 51s and these sports people and marijuana do need to contribute to the communities and uplifting us out here in Nevada and other states too, not just out here in Nevada? I think this is a good conversation to move forward. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 95210, Caveman, Capiche. We love everybody that tuned in. Until next time, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. We out.